You're watching EVH Gear TV, brought to you by Mike's Music. Visit Mike's Music online for all your EVH and other gear needs. Microphones for EVH Gear TV are provided by Rode Microphones, and official Van Halen merchandise is provided by VanHalenStore.com. Now, here's your host from Ontario, Canada, EVH Gear artist Eric Broadbent.
Hey everybody, can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me in the chat there. Mystic Star is jumping in and Spence is jumping in. I'm using a little bit of a different setup tonight, using the wireless Rode lapel mic and using Positive Grid software, especially for Mystic Star. He asked me for some Positive Grid, and I was toying between going with the amplifier behind me, obviously, mic'd up like I normally do, or going with the Positive Grid software, and I've elected to go with Positive Grid. I started off with the Positive Grid this morning. I was having some really good tones, so that was kind of really got me into the zone. And Jay Humphreys is jumping in saying, hello, sounds good. Sounds great. Thank you. And I can't connect to the tone cloud today, which is weird. Now, I know Positive Grid was telling me that they were upgrading their website right away, and I cannot connect to their servers. I was going to download some other patches. So believe it or not, the patch you're hearing right now is actually labeled Van Halen 1, which isn't Van Halen 1 sounding. It's a 5153 model. I'll see if I can jump over to that and show you 1 second here. So it's a 5153 model bass, but it sounds pretty cool. I mean, I think quite cool. It's kind of got a neat tone, and actually even using it for some of the Van Halen original debut, not too bad. So it doesn't sound too bad. A couple guys jumping in the chat saying it sounds okay. Stelmar VH says sounds great. Alan Speak says great tone. Michael Smith sounds awesome. Spence says pretty brown to me. And Jay Humphreys says perfect. I had a few patches and I saved them. There's a thing on the bottom of the screen here. I'll see if I can point with my mouse. I guess you can't see the mouse, but towards the bottom where it says quick snap at the bottom, I snapped a few of my favorite presets and put them on that thing, but they didn't save for some reason. So there's this one I like a lot. Sorry for the little flub there. Let's go to another one. There's another Van Halen one I like a lot too. Van Halen, Bank 1. Van Halen 1, is that it? Or is that the one I'm on? Okay, that's the one I'm on. Okay, one sec. And then there's Van Halen. These are the ones I've saved. I got to put my headphones back on so I can... not crazy about that one. So kind of cool, eh? Who else we got jumping? We've got Insomniac Matt says, I like the tone. This one has a lot of fuzz in the background. And Spencer says, the Plexi Brown sounds more like AC/DC. Yeah, I could see that. And yes, Michael Smith says the first one sounds way better. Thomas Santiago's jumping in saying, it sounds great. Let's go back to my screen for a quick second. Sean Zimmerman's jumping in saying, hey all. Sean, I hope you're well, man. I haven't seen you in a very, very long time. And Insomniac Matt says, that SG I see in the background. Yes, it is. That's Eric Jr.'s actually. I got to do a restring on it for him. I think it came with 10s. Downgrade it to 9s, and I'm going to polish it up and put, all of that kind of stuff for him. Set it up, do the intonation for him. It's a very nice guitar. A very nice playing guitar. Let's try a couple other patches. There's a Zach Wild one I downloaded that was kind of nice. And I really wish I could connect to the cloud. It keeps telling me I have no internet connection. Let me try that again. Let's go back to the screen for a second. It's probably going to say the same thing. Yeah, see? Tone Cloud not ready yet. Please try again later. And then if I try to sign in, because I have an account, this is all purchased software, it says there's no internet connection. But obviously there's an internet connection because we're here. It's not firewalled or anything like that. So I'm not going to worry about it for today. I've got a few patches that I really like. Let's go through a couple other ones. Back in the bank here, there's this one sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty cool. Let's go back to the regular camera here for a minute. So main thing is the guitar has been freshly food toned. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a rundown on what I've done. Oh yeah, you saw the Gilmour one. I'll play that one. That's really cool. Eric Jr. was playing on that one just a little while ago. So first things first, upgraded the stainless steel nuts on the Floyd itself. All the stainless steel hardware, very hard to see, but try to put it right here. Stainless steel here, stainless steel saddle mounts, and then the back, stainless steel, or I shouldn't say stainless steel. I got the black noiseless springs and the 37L brass block. And just acoustically, I'm going to keep the volume rolled off the guitar, and you're probably going to hear from my lapel microphone. This is I'm not sure how much that's translating across the air here, but we're here in the room. It just rings, sustains, you feel the vibration in the guitar. I absolutely love it. I mean, there's not been one time where I haven't upgraded the guitar with Futone products and not loved it. But it is just amazing, just to sustain forever. Sounds cool. I like it. Let's go back here for a second to the chat. So you're asking for the David Gilmour one. Let's try that one. It's a very chorusy. Where's the back of here? David Gilmour. You saw that one, right? David Gilmour lead. Let's go back to the screen where you can see it. Cool. What else we got here? Bane Rocks is jumping in. He said something, and then that's what I was missing. And something like Matt says, I prefer the ESP Viper over the SG. I like the thicker body and the skewed angle of the Viper. Neck doesn't neck dive as much as the Gibson SG. Alan Speaks says, nailed the brown sound, Eric. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Michael Smith says, oh, play the Dave Gilmour one. Yep, did that. Sean Zimmerman back in the hospital. Thanks, Eric. Means a lot. High blood pressure from... he's got some real issues going on, and I really hope you're doing better, Sean. Get better as soon as you can, and just day by day, right? Just day by day. Spencer says $10 says you can't grab a Strat and play the Comfortably Numb solo with the David Gilmour tone I saw. I would love to, and that is my favorite guitar solo of every guitar solo on planet Earth. And I don't think I've ever learned it. So no, I would have lost $10 on that one for sure. I will do that for you though. I will learn that, and I'll play it on Eric Jr.'s. You know what? I'll either play it on. I'll play it on my PRS, which it's got a really nice Strat tone, or I'll borrow Eric's Yamaha Pacifica 921, which is totally everything from full-blown Les Paul, Wolfgang kind of Eddie Van Halen sound right through to a Strat. So I'll get that tone. I'll do that one for you guys at a later date. Let me see here. Sean Zimmerman says thanks, Michael. So everyone's wishing him some well wishes. Sounds good, man. Jared Frost is jumping in and says, hey, Eric, sounding good. Nice guitar. And Jared, thank you, buddy. And obviously, we're in the same boat when it comes to this guitar and the Futone upgrades for sure. Loving this thing. Plays like $1 million. I can't stop playing it. You know, the boy will want me to watch movies out there with him, stuff like that. I bring the guitar out there and noodle on the couch just to have fun with it. Sam, I was just talking to Sam moments ago before going live, says, sounds rad. Wish the iPad version of this software sounded as good as the Mac version. I think it does with headphones. I mean, I have it as well too. I haven't played it for a little bit, but maybe not. And I'm not running any other post-processing software. What you're hearing is running directly into Positive Grid Bias Effects and streaming off to YouTube. Senator's jumping in saying, hey guys. And let me see here. And something like Matt says, I may not be a huge Pink Floyd fan, but do enjoy another brick in the wall. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Who doesn't, right? Some Luke Cather style sounds there. If I can get anything close to Steve Lukather, I'm happy with that. Jay says, I went up to a shop in Minneapolis yesterday with hopes of checking out the 5150 Stripe, but they already sold it. Yeah, there's not a lot in stock. I do know my sponsor, Mike Palermo at Mike's Music Online, is getting another one in. I think he said they should be in before October. So the best thing to do is get on a waiting list for those things, and get one as fast as you can, because they are selling out as soon as they come in. You can understand why. They're a really cool guitar, right? Not that the other ones aren't, but this is a very iconic guitar. Everyone loves the red, white, and black stripes, and this was a very, very cool era of this guitar as well too. This kind of marked the last, striped guitar before Eddie went off into other brands like Ernie Ball and PV, and now with the EVH brand. So it was a real turning point for Eddie and the guitar, his guitar. I have food in the oven. Whoops, no problem. Don't be burning your food. Hello from Las Vegas, from Al. Nice to have you joining from Vegas. Mystic Star says, I can't wait to get this and some software to my Reaper along with my Digitech Trio. Very, very cool. Yeah, you're going to love this software. I wish I could have gone onto the Tone Cloud to download some more patches. I was going to get some balance era patches. I really want to dig into some of that kind of stuff. Might be able to get a little bit with this. Let's see. Not quite. No, actually not with the David Gilmour. I had that better with the Van Halen one. What am I talking about? Let's go back there. I had that close. I was jamming on some of the balance stuff today. Let's go back to the Van Halen 1, I think it is. And even though that's not what you'd want for this era, but it sounded pretty cool. I totally forget that solo. I used to do that with the band. I know I'm in the wrong position on the tapping part there, but I love that one part. Somewhere new. I gotta go back and learn that. It's gonna drive me crazy. Yeah. I seem having a lot of fun with this software. It's a lot of fun. Let's go back up a little bit. So we left off at Jay Humphreys, and actually Insomniac Matt is burning some food. Speaking of food, did you guys see the video Eric and I did yesterday? We cooked some McDonald's Szechuan sauce, and I am not one to be in the kitchen. 4 words should never be uttered in the same sentence, Eric in the kitchen. So those should never go together. But we actually did pretty good. It was a lot of fun, and we're big fans of Rick and Morty. So it's inspired by Rick and Morty. If you guys don't know what that is, look it up. And those of you that do know what it is, you'll totally get it. Let me see here. Okay, good. It's not burned. That's all good. And Insomniac Mets, I would say the Winter Sun's Winter Madness solos in my top 5 favorite guitar solos. Constance is jumping in saying, hey everyone. Showman Blue says, hey Sinner. Jay Humphreys says, love that song. Showman Blue Sinner. Nice to see everyone having conversations. Good. I'm glad to facilitate that. You guys can come and hang out and talk. I'm going to be talking with Sam. We just said hi to Sam a few minutes ago. I'm going to give him a quick Skype call after this. We're going to chat for a couple minutes. We haven't done that for a while. Spencer says, when you just impulse bought $30 in picks on Amazon because of hearing his tone. Lick Mac, so the 5150 isn't an exact replica of Eddie's 5150? No, there's a few things different. Obviously the headstock being one. Okay, a little different. And I'm getting my decals made this week. That's going to look like this. So if I can show you. Can you see that? Try to show you. Ah, you saw it. Close enough. It's on the floor now. It says Fender in the Kramer font as opposed to Kramer because it's just I have many reasons, but I need to keep it to say Fender. That's what I'm doing. So it's going to look really cool. Let me see here. What else did I miss here? So a little different. Obviously, other things like that. So the body style's a little bit tiny different, and it's also a satin finish as opposed to a gloss finish. It may look glossy here right now, but it's satin, and it feels beautiful when you're playing it. It's slippery as heck, actually. So that's only real cosmetic differences right off the get-go. And obviously a D-tuner on it too. Insomniac Mats, what did I leave off there? Sorry, guys. Alex Peak says, man, these are all great tones. My ears are in heaven. I'll show you a really cool one. Rando says, David Rand here. Great tones. Thank you, David. Let me see. Do you ever use the Kemper Profiler amp? That's from Cease. No, I have not. I have not used one. I have a lot of friends that have used them. I am totally open to trying one. I don't know a store in the area near me that has one. Probably have to do like up in London or Toronto or something of the nature. So I haven't tried that, but I know they're great. Jay's taken off for dinner bell ringing. Says peace, no problem. Spencer says Tortec picks is a way to go for cheaper stuff. Up my alley. Dragon Hearts are fantastic, but a bit expensive, and I'll lose them in a heartbeat. And you know what's funny? I'm still using my Dava picks, my Dava control picks, the green ones. These are the picks I've been using for 10, 12 years. And every once in a while, it's funny, I'll migrate to something else. And like lately, the only thing that comes closer, in my opinion, are the EVH picks, like these guys here. Okay, and I like them. I like them a lot. And then I realized, and I grab my Dava back. I'm like, okay, it's almost like you can have some fun, but this is what you're supposed to use for me. So if I do like some tremolo picking on here. It's good for pick scrapes. But this just feels, no, for sure, it's a tiny bit heavier gauge pick as well too, but it just feels more comfortable. Just feels like it's the right pick, and this is a darn close one, man. but this is what feels good for me, and I really like the Dava controls. I've been working with the Dava team, like I say, for about 12 years. I can't switch them. And I've got some other ones I'll switch from time to time. Like I'll go to like a nylon or a Delrin. These are ones from Dunlop that were, you see the band of the week. One time my band won the band of the week from Dunlop, so they sent us a whole bunch of, that's when I got hooked up with Dunlop. They sent us a whole bunch of stuff, and this is a nice pick as well too. It's actually a little too stiff for me. So it's Dava controls for me all the way. Let me see here, where did I leave off? Insomniac Matt says I need to catch up on Rick and Morty. It's on tonight actually after the season finale of Game of Thrones, so I'm looking forward to that. Who else is a Game of Thrones fan? I'm really looking forward to that tonight, man. There's gonna be some serious stuff going down. I don't want to say, I won't give any spoilers here, but last week was insane. Something that come out of that water at the end of the season, I mean at the end of the episode, that's going to be used against people in this episode. It's gonna be nuts. Spencer says, Morty, I need the sauce. Morty, I need the McDonald's Mulan Teriyaki Szechuan sauce. I love Rick and Morty. Morty, where can I get one of those Fender stickers? I'm not sure if I'm going to make them available for other people, just because, like, if I do, I'm not going to sell them. I will not sell them. I would just say, give me whatever exact postage is, and I'll let you know. But at the moment, I don't have plans for that. But I'm not trying to be selfish. I just want to, cause any repercussions from people. But if there's no problem with it, if I'll look into it, investigate if there's any problems with it, I'll make them available, and I won't sell them. I'll just get a few extra made, and I'll just charge postage for it. So I'm just getting it to you at my, to cover my expenses. And believe it or not, it's stupid expensive to send stuff to the United States. Just to send stickers, like literally, if I was to send you that sticker, it's going to cost $3. And I'm not kidding. It fits in a paper envelope, no padding, no nothing, just a paper envelope. It's going to be $3. It sucks. You guys can send me something for probably 95 cents, but it is what it is. Let me see here. Mystic Star says, hi, Sinner. Oh, cool. Sinner says he put Sweetwater in his headstock. That's probably where he bought it. And Red Stratocaster is jumping in and says, hello from Brazil. I haven't seen you for a long time. It's good to see you, man. I recognize that name. You're one of the first people jumping on the channel here, so it's good to see you. I'm going to go through just a couple other patches here, and I'm going to wrap up. I want to wrap up no later than 7 o'clock, because I told Sam I'd give him a call at 7 too. We'll try a few more patches, and I'll switch over to that screen as well. I'll show you some more patches. Yeah, winter is here, Sinner. You said it, man. As far as Game of Thrones, it's going to be absolutely off the charts tonight. Okay, so there's a really cool Metallica one. There's a clean Metallica patch. Let's go over to that. This is one that's available right from the download. Hear those harmonics jump out of there? Doesn't that sound nice? Very, very nice. I love it. Doesn't it almost sound like a piezo? That sounds, I like that. That's really, really nice. And that's with my gain probably on the guitar, probably down to about half. So it really, really cleaned up. Let's go back and see what I missed in comments. There's a lot of comments. I appreciate this, guys. Sorry, I think Positive Grid is about the most affordable, realistic tone out today. It's very affordable. It's very, very good too. Cease says, I love your playing style. I hate those guitar players that do a lot of sweeping without any feeling. I wish I could sweep. I really wish I could sweep. I cannot sweep to save my life. I can sweep the porch. I can sweep my office. I can't sweep on the guitar very well. And I stick to what I can do, which is my own little thing. It's not a lot. Kind of a one-trick pony, maybe. But I agree. Sometimes it's just blip, 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 and there's not a lot of emotion. I agree with that. So thank you. Where did I leave off on that one? So the 4 seasons of Canada, almost winter, winter, still winter, and road construction. I love that one. Good one, buddy. That's a good one. So Spence says, so if I won the guitar a few months back, how much would that have cost you to ship to the States? Probably about $100. Somewhere in that neighborhood. I've shipped guitars to the States before. Somewhere in that neighborhood around $100, I'm sure it would have got there. And that's with tracking and stuff like that too. You need to have tracking to make sure it gets to you. So somewhere in that neighborhood. And I really wish everybody could have won that guitar. I seriously do. I would have had to have a lot of guitars. Let me see here. Showman Blue says, hey guys, we have 34 watching and only 34 thumbs. Click that thumbs up. Come on, now you're scared. Thanks. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Metallica patch could be a decent 316 tone. And that's exactly what I just played. I don't like to play that one too much because I like to save that for Poison Ivy here. I used to play with that to fall asleep at night. That's her favorite song. I play that on acoustic a lot. She loves it. And I think I'll play it for her tonight. She's having a rough day today with her condition at the moment, so I think maybe I'll play her some nice music tonight to go to bed. Metallica patch. Okay, don't hurt. Slap it hard. That's right. Slap that like button hard. Let me see here. What song is this? The one if you're talking about this one, another auto tune. That's a song of mine called Dreams. It gets really heavy. So actually, it starts like this. Now it's evolved a lot. I wrote that probably 25 years ago. Now I'm going to go over to a dirty channel for a second, and I shared this with Charlie over in the UK. Him and I were going to be working on it, and we just neither one of us have done anything with it. So originally after that clean part would do that part, then I'd go into this, which I've now scrapped, but it's still cool. Let me put the headphones back on. Okay, so what I've changed it to is I've taken that piece out. I'm going to put that one on the shelf to go into another song. So this is the part that I sent Charlie, and I like this part a lot. This is kind of cool. Now, I haven't played this one. Let me see if I can remember it. There we go. Okay, I got it. Here it goes. I lost it. 1 second. I got it. Let's go to the other screen for a sec. If I'm shouting so I can't hear. So that's that one. That's one of my songs. Okay, so Rando says, nice playing. You're inspired for this live video. Yeah, I am inspired right now. It's the software does it a lot of times. The guitar does it a lot. And I just wanted to come and have some fun as well, too. It's Sunday night, getting pumped up for the show. Game of Thrones and Rick and Morty tonight. Looking forward to that, hanging with the boy. It's going to be great. Red Stratocaster says, nice sound. Let me see here. Whoa, what did I miss there? I scrolled too fast. And thanks for the prayers for Poison Ivy. I forget who said that there. Let me see here. Thank you. I think it's Constance. Thank you. I am stuck in the 80s. I can't seem to come out of it. Great hard rock bands in those times. Yeah, totally. I'm stuck there as well, too. I love it. There's a riff I started playing at the beginning of the program. Here's another one, too. A lot of songs I wrote 25 years ago, never finished them. Here's one here that I'm going to finish. Let me just make sure I'm in tune. Close enough. Okay, here. This is a nice riff here. So totally 80s inspired, and I think it still holds a test to today. So I'm going to finish that one off one of these times too, and then I'm going to finish my song "The Power." That was an instrumental. That one's really, really cool. I got a lot of keyboards and some trumpets and all kinds of stuff in there. It's got a neat little melody to it too. Let's see if I can remember that one. So there's a really cool rhythm, goes like this. And then I do some tapping, if I can still remember it. I can't remember. I could totally forget that part, but it is really cool. Then it does one of these things. That one's called The Power. It's hard to really appreciate that song with all the backing tracks beneath it, but it's kind of cool. Let's get back to the chat here. There's probably more important stuff in the chat than what I'm doing on guitar. So let me see here. I like your t-shirt. If you're referring to this one, get this one at the vanhalenstore.com. Link is in the description down below. It's very nice. It's light. And for the first time in a few days, it's hot in here. It's hot in here in my office. So a lighter t-shirt is much appreciated today. So Max Carton says, I hope Poison Ivy gets better. Thank you. Thank you very much. She is awesome. We need her better. It's a very tough battle she's going through, but she has a lot of support, and that's all that matters. We have to give her the support. Let me see here. Holly Wallcraft says, are you listening to you play from your headphones? And if so, how do you do it? I can, yes. What I'm doing is I'm running through a mixer. I got a mixer off to the side here. You can't see it. It's just off to the side. But yeah, I'm running to the mixer, and then I'm running my, I'm actually running a wireless microphone, which is quite cool. A wireless lapel on my strap here, and it's going to the mixer as well too. But I don't hear my voice through the headphones. So when I'm speaking, I pull off one headphone just so I can hear, and I don't sound like I'm talking in a box. Let me see here. I hate it when I scroll like that. I lost people. Spencer says, will those settings actually work on an EVH because you're truly picked one up to their day? Because, okay, cool. Yeah, for sure they would. For sure they would. C says, damn nice riff, thank you. And congrats, as Showman says, congrats to Spence, and congrats as well. I second that statement. Yes, SG on the couch. You guys want to see me play an SG? You've never seen me play an SG. Actually, I don't think you want to see me play an SG. Maybe we will. Let's give it a try. I'm sure the boy won't mind. So I have to kind of do a couple things here. I have to take the lapel mic and take it off my strap. Bear with me, and I'll pin it to my shirt. That should work. Okay, let me get rid of the headphones. Let me just put it on a quick screen here for a second. I will be right back in 10 seconds. All right, I'm back. Back with the SG. All right, Epiphone SG, SG Pro. Very, very light guitar. So Junior, I'm playing guitar for a minute. I hope it's okay. All right, I'll give this a try. Now, I'm not comfortable on the SG. This is 10s, and the action is a little higher than I'm used to, but you know what? No excuses. Hopefully you can still hear me okay. You can see I'm a little foreign on this guitar, just a little foreign. So it's fun. It plays good. It's going to play better with some 9s and set the action up for him a little bit better. So hopefully that was okay on the SG. I need to record an album, and Game of Thrones should be great tonight. I do need to record an album badly. I've got a lot of stuff written, a lot of stuff as you've seen here tonight. That's just a couple sprinkles of them. I'm going to do that for sure. And Bill Seiss says Rad inspired. Definitely on this one. You're probably thinking of Lay It Down or something like that. That one there, yeah. It sounds a lot like Rad. Very, very cool. Watch this. Let's go back to that clean patch. Let's go back there for a second. Let's try that clean, that Metallica clean one. Oh, actually, here's another one too. Check this shimmer out. I like that one a lot. That, to me, I was trying to find a patch like the Gorillaz and Feel Good. I'm sure you're familiar with that song. You know, acoustically it goes like this. So there's a beautiful clean part now that does the... but it has that shimmer. If you put the shimmer in there. I like that. But let's try the Metallica clean one. Oh, keep going to artist. Metallica clean. Metallica clean. There it is. So you can see me fumbling there a little bit. I'm just a little foreign on this guitar, but no excuses. There's no excuses for making mistakes. I made some mistakes, and I can't blame the guitar. It just feels a little different, but I love the guitar. So I'm going to set it up for the buddy here, the little buddy today, and get it tuned up and intonated and new strings and all that kind of stuff. The strings that come on these things aren't very good. So everyone's liking that. I appreciate that. Scott Mustang says, you talked me into the Futone upgrades on my 5150. Thanks, man. No problem. Reach out to Adam. He will help you out. Bill Seiss. I left off at Bill Seiss here. I scrolled too fast. Okay, what did I miss? So this is probably going to be the last few comments here. I'm going to address this, and then I'm going to let you guys go. Let me go back here. So we left the headphones. Okay, muscle memory. SG on the couch. Yep. I went too far back. Record the record. Going to do that. Talk to the Futone. First, Holly Warcraft says, when I first came on this live stream, I thought you were playing Van Halen songs. Yes, I was playing some Van Halen songs for sure. Scott Massin sounds great. Do you know any Van Halen songs on guitar? I know a couple. I used to play in a Van Halen tribute band, so I know a few. Not as many as I used to, unfortunately. It's like when you ride a bike, you think you never forget how to ride a bike, but don't ride a bike for quite a few years and then get on that bike and try to race. And it's not too good. So that's what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to go back and just rediscover some of that stuff. And I still know quite a few Van Halen, but not as many as I used to. I thought SG meant, let me see, I thought SG meant sitting on the couch. Oh, Bane Rocks jumping and saying okie dokie. Bought the same SG for his daughter. That's from Stratosaur. Sound is Sabbath for sure. I used to, oh man, so much Sabbath, right? Pete Townsend, fave guitar in the early 70s. That's from Alan. Holly Wallcraft says, how old were you when you got your first guitar? First acoustic guitar, probably, there's always one in the house because I had 2 brothers and 2 sisters playing. Let's go back to another screen here for a second, get rid of the software. Two brothers and 2 sisters, so there's always a guitar kicking around the house. So probably the first time I actually reached out and grabbed the guitar, probably around 8, something like that, but probably didn't start playing till I was about 10 or 12, at least when I could play chords and stuff like that. And believe it or not, the first song I learned how to play, let's see if I can do this, okay? All right, and you guys tell me if you recognize it. And I haven't played this in forever, but this was the first song my brother taught me how to play. House of the Rising Sun. That's the first song I learned how to play on guitar. And then I think it was Super Freak by Rick James, which you'd think I would learn that one first because it's a little easier. But yeah, so my brother taught me those chords. And little Eric's doing great with chords. Man, I give him so much credit. He's doing great with that. So we're having a lot of fun playing guitar together every day. Spencer says, you're playing a guitar that makes you uncomfortable and sounds better than me playing the most comfortable guitar in the world. Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. I've heard you play, man. You play great. And I feel bad for even making that comment about saying, well, I got to blame the guitar. I'm not blaming the guitar. I'm blaming nothing but myself. And that's what you should do. You know, you should, just admit it. You know, if there's something you think, if you're stumbling with a guitar or something like that, just focus on what it is. And that's what I'm doing here. Maybe I'm nervous because I'm playing a different guitar. What it is, that's what it is. It's my comfort zone. It's not my comfort zone. I don't have my whammy bar, so I can't grab the whammy bar if I get in trouble. You know, so that's what it is. Spencer, you're a great guitar player. Let me see here. Hey, you have an SG. Play some AC/DC with that plexi patch. All right, let's see what we can do. Let's see here. Come on. That's probably a little too high gainy AC/DC. I should have used the Plexi too. I used the Mesa, but I'm not an AC/DC guy either. I even know I love them, and as simple as some of their stuff is, I don't know it. Never really learned it other than, let me see. Oh, I can't even do Hell's Bells anymore. I can't forget it. I totally forget it. It's horrible. Let's wrap up with a few last questions here. Mystic Star says, not bad, Eric. Thank you. Hey, getting down to the end, click that thumbs up. Thanks, Showman. I appreciate that. Click it. Conta says, thanks, Eric. Feel better, Poison Ivy. DJ Asterisk. Skip a bunch of these. Tavares Project says, great clean tone, Eric. Showman Blue. Slap that thumb, guys and gals. Slap it hard. DJ Asterisk says, House of the Rising Sun. Exactly. You got it, man. Bobby Lopez, Rising Sun. You got it. Conta says, my dad loved this song, House of the Rising Sun. And SG are nice to play, light. Great feel. All right, so what I'm going to do, it's 6:58. I want to wrap up for 7 within a minute or two. I'm going to grab the other guitar. We're going to take you out with some real rock here for a second. I will be right back. All right, we're going to wrap up right here. Got the 5150 back. We're going to go back to the patch I had earlier. I keep going to, that's what I want, bank. All right. How was that? Had a lot of mix-ups on there. The eruption part gets me every time, and I like to practice this part slowly. That's a good thing just to practice over and over and over again. All right, guys. Happy Game of Thrones to you tonight. Happy Rick and Morty, if that's what you're watching. Thanks for watching for 1 hour with me, and thanks for your patience on the mess ups. And someone said back to earlier, you know, it's nice when you see people like me and other people screw up. You know what? Everybody is human. Eddie Van Halen makes mistakes. Steve Vai makes mistakes. The best of the best, the very, very, very best make mistakes. So just find your mistakes, analyze what you're doing, and focus on them, and you won't make them too many more times, that's for sure. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate you joining in. And if you do like the stuff, thumbs up if you can. And tune in next Friday. We've got some big Van Halen content coming. Derek Sherinian, I was going to say Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones in the brain. Dream Theater, Sons of Apollo, and so many other great acts. He's coming on. We're going to talk a lot of Van Halen. I'll get him to do some playing for you. We might even be able to talk him into playing Spanish Fly and Eruption on the keyboards. It'd be pretty awesome. So, Pickle Rick. Pickle Rick from Little Eric. And for people, because we're big Rick and Morty fans, watch the video Eric and I just shot yesterday. It's how to make the McDonald's Moulin Szechuan sauce. It's right on the channel here. It's a lot of fun. And you'll see me driving up to the drive-thru asking for it, see if they still have it. And I'm surprised it didn't say, no, sorry, sir, it's not 1989 today. But anyways, all right, everyone, have a great night. Have a great back to work tomorrow, I know. But it'll be Friday before we know it, and we'll see you very soon. I'm going to turn it over to the little man. He's going to be playing the one of 300 limited edition Frankensteins in the world. And be sure to check out some of my sponsors down below as well, too. Thanks so much, everyone. Rock and roll. See you real soon. Cheers.
Hey, my name is Eric, and I'm playing the Frankenstrat guitar.
Video production services provided by Design 39 Media. Visit design39media.com for all your website, photography, and video production needs.